And so far, with the information that we have, like I said, all this stuff is all these coincidences that you're asking us. That and now I'm just hypothesizing, which I don't really like to do, but hypothesizing these coincidences could.
I gotta say, we totally agree with that statement too, Kiely, and is definitely more than one killer. Definitely more than one.
Could all be answered by multiple perpetrators.
That's without counting the people that he's helping them to cover this shit.
And BK being involved, roommates perhaps, or other close friends, or other people around. That could go a long way into explaining it. But the idea that BK did this by himself, for those people that don't believe in coincidences, you're asked to believe in a lot of coincidences to believe that BK did this by himself. Is that Darren Duncan? Darren something?
Richard.
I agree with
Hey,
you.
aloha guys, be Richard here. Hey,
I just wish that it could make.
What were you saying,
Helen, go on.
I'm going in and out, but the whole roommate thing is it's hard for me to believe. I think I'm going in and out.
Nobody should. I mean, it should be hard for anybody to believe.
Yeah, it doesn't make it. That's the one thing about this that I think has sent everybody into doubt city with it, because that's everybody was okay with a lot of things until everybody figured out that it took her 8 hours to call 911, or took them 8 hours to call 911, and then everything started to go, wait a minute. And I think in the very beginning, everybody in the very, very, very beginning, everyone, of course, thought they were involved until everything was put out there very quickly, mind you, very quickly, that they were cleared and there's no involvement and there's this and there's that. They're victims. They're this. Okay. It's taboo to talk about that.
The fact that they want to.
I have a question. I have a question. Looking back at our history, what is the biggest crime bust that we are aware of? And a part two of that is, how much were we aware of as it was happening?
Welcome, Jrod.
At this
Hey,
point,
Jrod,
I can't
like
even
your comments, bud.
Hi.
Richard.
My theory, and I'm not going to go into my theory, I'm just saying we're being like a magic trick. Okay, I just watched My Cousin Vinny for the very first time yesterday, and I got to tell you, it's like the most perfect movie ever. Okay, I cannot believe it's taken me freaking long to watch it. All right, now it's a magic trick. Think about what Vinny says. He's breaking down. He's looking at the magician. He's able to spot where the cards go, where the flowers come from, or all of that and everything. What we're looking at potentially, most likely, is we're looking at something that someone very specifically wants us to be looking at. So my question is, what is going on elsewhere that we're not looking at? More to the story.
I mean, it's hard to say. It's hard to say.
If you think about it, everything, I mean, both the prosecution and the defense often, especially in the beginning, they both wanted a gag order. They were in agreement in a lot of ways. And yeah, there is a little bit of back and forth, this and that. I'm wondering if this thing is as big as it potentially could be, who's in the know, and say, we're looking at him, perhaps, like you said earlier, that perhaps he put that trash in there on purpose. Thank you, Sergeant, as well. Because a lot of this does look kind of precise in that it's so not precise. It's precisely unprecise, meaning it doesn't make sense. Nothing makes sense.
No, right.
It's a big story.
That's why I brought that up, and I said, it was just another, let's think about this for a second, because of his education, his intelligence levels, and so on and so forth. And I said, maybe he did it on purpose, folks. Maybe he was trying to tell us something or tell them something by doing what he did, because it is such a bizarre scenario. It's nobody's ever touched on that scenario to think of it that way. It could be something like that. Not saying that it is, and that is just my opinion, okay? But because I've thought about this so much and I was trying to think about it in a different perspective and look for a different way to look at it, something new to look at. Not saying that it means anything. I've
thought of that as well. I
Right.
mean, that if he wanted to commit the perfect crime and leave all these clues for us, and I mean, if he's really that screwed up, he would be relishing the fact that nobody knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting all this bunk information.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like you could go down that road and say this guy orchestrated this to a T. He left the sheath there to screw with us. Various other things.
Everybody to be insane. That's what, he's that good that he's making us all go insane. I get it.
Again, you're still asked to believe that the roommates, the story with the roommates still lingers. The Kiely being there for one night and one night only, or one weekend and one weekend only. She comes from out of town, comes to town. She's there. She's going to be leaving soon. So there's that window of opportunity for Kiely. That's a massive coincidence, right? And especially when there has been some speculation that she might have been the target, or that her injuries were more severe than the others. And you got her, just that window of opportunity. So if it was her that you were after, that was your chance to get her. You got her with a brand new car. You got her starting a new life. You got the calls to the boyfriend. I mean, Daniel says he doesn't believe in coincidences. I'm going to challenge him to say that if he says BK did this by himself, that's some major coincidences, Daniel. And I'm saying it to you right now.
Well,
Jrod loves that, doesn't he?
Yeah, because I mean, think about it, right? If Bryan Kohberger did it, he's a ninja.
Oh yeah,
he's like speed running, like not one. Then now it's like not one K bar. Now it has to be 2 K bars, and
he's a ninja and a genius that can clean everything, houses, cars, just not that button on that knife sheath, right?
No chemistry brought to the table far as chemical ingredients to get rid of DNA and stuff like that. Again, Ann Taylor will not sit there. Just so y'all know, all this shit that Dr. Driffy was talking about, and he just like Michelle. Dr. Drifty is just as bad as Michelle. Now Dr. Drifty is doing the same shit that Michelle was doing. So he cannot talk shit about Michelle because Dr. Drifty and Michelle are just the same. They are just the same. Dr. Drifty and Michelle Lee are just the same type of piece of shit. And you're gonna harass people on the emails, insulting people on emails and shit. I guess now you're committing the same crimes that you said that Michelle was committing against you, huh? You piece of shit. Go ahead, keep sending emails. You go ahead and do that. In case you don't know, with that email that you have, I have a program on my computer that I'll get your fucking address and all your fucking information and IP address with your fucking email. You fucking dumbass. Do you know who